What is up guys, my name is Ignas, welcome back to the channel. March passed and we're back with another dividend portfolio update. So we'll check which stocks were bought and sold during the month, which companies paid dividends, then we'll go into Google Sheets to check how much in dividends were exactly received, and how the positions are performing. An early thumbs up is greatly appreciated, and with that out of the way, let's begin. So March was a long month and I have quite a few items to get into. The first dividend on March 3rd was consumer discretionary Starbucks, ticker symbol SBUX, $5.21. Then financial Citigroup paid, ticker symbol C, $2.12. Another financial Charles Schwab SCHW, $1.39. Then on the same day I've added $300 new in, and with that money increased the position in an industrials name Caterpillar, ticker symbol CAT. So for $300 got 0.87 of a share at a share price of $343.66 per share. We'll check how this and other positions are performing later on in Google Sheets. Now the next move was a sell, so closed the position in industrials 3M, ticker symbol MMM. For this line got $270.09, and then using this cash and some dividends received, increased the position in another industrial, Northrop Grumman, ticker symbol NOC. So again for $300 got 0.64 of a share at $464.21 per share. Now next dividend was March 10, healthcare name Amgen, ticker symbol AMGN, plus $5.27. March 13th closed position, so probably the last dividend from industrials 3M, $1.11. Then on the 14th, two dividends. One is communication services T-Mobile, ticker symbol TMUS, plus $1.37. And then on the same day, Microsoft paid, ticker symbol MSFT, currently the largest position in the portfolio, plus $1.82. Going up March 17th, again two pairs. A consumer staples named Tyson Foods, ticker symbol TSN, plus $2.24. And then materials Sherwin-Williams SHW plus $1.14. March 18th consumer discretionary McDonald's, ticker symbol MCD, paid $3.73. Then going to March 20 industrials Northrop Grumman NOC plus $1.59. And the dividends kept on going strong. So March 25th financials BlackRock, ticker symbol BLK, paid $3.45. On the 26th information technology FIS, $2.55. And the last dividend for the month was March 28th. Again information technology Qualcomm, ticker symbol QCOM, plus $3.38. So these were all the moves and the dividends for the month of March. And now let's go into Google Sheets to further check into the dividend progress. So we have checked which companies paid the dividends. I have them summed up in this table. And for March, the result is $36.37. So this is so far the largest month ever. Comparing it to March of 2024, we have an increase of 37.1%, and it is around 20% higher to what we had 3 months back. So a decent increase, and we are starting to see the impact of those portfolio rotations. Now 3 months in 2025, we already received the dividends of $69.83, which is nice, but also we are on track to coming close to that $300 mark for the year. Just need to put a bit more cash in and maybe some dividend increases. So we are now getting $295.08 in dividends a year after tax, which comes in at $24.59 per month, or 81 cents every day. So with these dividends we can choose to cover phone, internet or gym bills, and we are getting close to clothing to those $25, currently covering 98.4% of it. Now summing up all the expenses excluding mortgage, it comes at $617, and now it is possible to cover 4% of it. Though if we come to mortgage, it is the largest single expense at $303, but in time this can also be covered, currently at 8.1% of this expense. So we have checked into the dividend progress. But now let's see how the portfolio and the individual positions are performing. So one of the names I've added in March was industrials Caterpillar, ticker symbol CAT. Currently have 2.87 of a share Cost basis on the position is $700, and the position is now worth $842.83. So we are up on it for $142.83, which is an increase of 20.4%. Now Caterpillar takes 5.16% of the portfolio and 37.3% of exposure in the industrial sector. Currently the stock is trading at a dividend yield of 1.97%, though since the stock is up, my yield on cost is 2.37%. And this position is bringing $16.60 in dividends on an annual basis. Now another position I've added in March was also industrials Northrop Grumman, ticker symbol NOC. Currently have 1.55 a share. Cost basis is again $700. And the position is worth similarly $830.65. So we are up for $130.65, which is an increase of 18.66%. Now this position is again a larger one, takes 5.08% of the portfolio and 36.76% of exposure in the industrial sector. Currently the stock is trading at a dividend yield of 1.61%, though I bought the stock a bit lower, so my yield on cost is 1.92%. And this line is bringing $13.41 in dividends on an annual basis. Now summing the dividends for the portfolio, it comes at $347.15, and after a 15% tax I should be receiving $295.08. So in the recent 2 or 3 weeks, the stock market is not doing so well. Majority of the names, at least in the S&P, are going red, but I see one number in the portfolio that is going positive, and that is the dividend yield. So as the stock prices are going down, it currently has no impact on the dividend payments, so the dividend yield percentage is going higher. I believe it was just under 2% a month ago, and currently we have it over 2% at 2.12. So this is the number that we should see continuously increasing if the stock prices keeps on going lower. But of course, since the portfolio is still in the green, the yield on cost is even higher and it is now at 2.5%. Now overall the portfolio is currently valued at $16,336.88, and I have deposited $13,880, so we are in the green for $2,456.88, which is an increase of 17.7%. And then we can also find that 2025 is currently a negative year. We started it with $17,058.49, and the portfolio during 3 months lost $721.60, which is a decrease of 4.23%. So out of my 6-year experience, it only previously happened once. That was 2022, with also a similar decrease of around $700. We'll see how this goes further along, but if we continue on this downwards trajectory in 2025, then at least I expect a boom in the coming years, 26 or 27. So we have checked into the portfolio progress, and now we need to determine which market sector should be the focus for the next month's cash addition. And this is now an interesting situation, because the sector weightings of the portfolio are within 1% of their set targets. So in March we increased exposure in industrials. We have $2,259.65 in the sector. That is 13.83% of the portfolio, and the target is set at 14%. Recently many information technology stocks got hit. Currently I have $3,343.80 in the sector. That is 20.47% of the portfolio with a target of 20. So maybe we could increase exposure in these names. But I'm also interested in consumer discretionary. Currently we have $2,581.15 in this sector. It is 15.8% of the portfolio, and the target is set at 16%. So just a bit under target. Could be interesting to check which names from this sector is worth adding money into. So that was it with March's dividend portfolio update. If you are still interested in more details, or you would like to use this dividend portfolio tracker for yourself, you are able to access it free of charge with the Google Sheets link at the top of the description. All I ask in return is support for the channel and leaving a thumbs up under the video. I have previously made comparisons on a few dividend paying names, So if you are interested in any of these, then click on a video that is currently on the screen. And that was it from my side. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Dividend dreams building up.